Hey guys, Anthony Fantano here. I think the song's sort of like really abrasive, lo-fi, sort of hard on the ear sound is really good if you don't like yourself. And it's like, I don't know, if you like music that sort of tortures you or you don't like yourself, or you want to bring about that sort of like lack of entertainment and art and sort of turn art into this thing that upsets you and hurts you, and if you're into sort of like, if you like pain or something like that, like masochism, I think the song's pretty good for you. It sort of sounds really harsh on the ears, but it's just enough to actually like be okay with listening to. Like, it could be a song that you like for the sake of liking it, or it could also just be something that you like because it hurts you. I think the second half of the song also is very heavy, especially compared to the first half. I like that part a lot. The vocals get very sort of gross and rugged and, deeper and heavier during that sort of second half breakdown. It's very simple. It doesn't change a whole lot. It's a short song. It's sort of reminiscent of Swans. The creator of the song, who isn't me, likes Swans a lot and takes a lot of influence from them. He likes to do that sort of like unchanging, hypnotic, sort of torturous, as I mentioned before, sound that changes here and there, which sort of sounds like it doesn't, but this genuinely doesn't change. It's kind of shitty, but in a way that sort of hurts you, I think. So like I said before, which is good. I think the mixing, like, really, this collection of just abrasiveness and lo-fi-ness and just amateurness, this pseudo artistic creation really brings like a molestation to the ears that's just like, I think perfectly done. The lyrics are kind of clever, kind of funny. The bass, which is actually performed by Jono Elitai, if I think's name I'm saying right. Yeah, he does the bass. It's mixed in very well. It's done pretty well. Very prominent, very doomy, very dark. It adds an important doom aspect to the song, and I think I just love deep, prominent bass in metal. You don't hear it enough, you know. It's not even done in a way that's super technical. I mean, I feel like so many bands like to add prominence to their bass when it becomes technical, but this is very just bare bones and with melody, and it's still so prominent and mixed in so well, and just sort of genius, I think, because of that. I think they didn't have to do that, but it really adds doom and it adds grossness. I think the EP has a lot of as a good political message. Not that that matters or that I have to align with it to like the EP. It does, I think. It has good nuance as well. I think it portrays its message in a way that's not in your face, but by being very in your face. I think the song itself and lyrics itself are very in your face, but the message itself isn't, because the protagonist of this EP is such a horrible, stupid fucking monster, but his views come off as very reasonable. The EP makes you want to align with his man. It's not hard to. I think the character is also just really cool, and just like, I think that helps with it, just the way he talks and things that he says. Not even just the fact that he speaks sort of like a badass, which is sort of like the idea that he's so fucked in the head, but so reasonable and so, just such an edgelord that's so like real about it, not like real in like a, oh, I'm real sort of way, but like how like a really mentally ill person kills a bunch of people. It's like, that they're not pretending to be someone else, they're just doing it because they feel as though they have to. It's good satire of, I think, both sides, but it's very clear that one side, I would say that being the left, is more reasonable in their thought, or reasonable in their thought, while the right is not. I think it's done very well. Self-Defense starts off with this very like avant ethereal sort of guitar that's very nice and beautiful and romantic in the way that etherealness often is, but it's very hard on the ears and hard to listen to. It's like it's like being raped in Wonderland, you know. No, I don't condone that, by the way, but you know, I think it's very original. It's very avant-garde, just so fucking lame to say. Yeah, it's really gross, and I think the lyrics come off as really cool. Like I mentioned, with the character being pretty cool earlier. For the same reason that the character is cool, I think the lyrics are cool. The lyrics are very clear on what they mean if you can sort of decipher the phonetics of them. So yeah, there's some really good ideas here. Bring back Lee Harvey Oswald, which is a cool, badass, gangster, fucking rock and metal punk rock goth name. I think the arrangement is just amazing. It's so simple, but so uncalculable and just odd and out there and non-basic. I think the lyrics are the most clear in the album. It's probably the softest thing he's ever made. It's made with an acoustic guitar, but it's still so fucking hard to listen to. You know, it's very original, and I'm really surprised that I've never heard something quite like this before. It's this odd sort of anti-folk ballad. Both quotes for the song Karma. A friend of mine said, "I would maybe like it if I was high." Another friend of mine said, "I like it." Another friend of mine said, "That moshing shit." And another friend of mine called it fire. So a couple of quotes for self-defense and the love he bring back Lee Harvey Oswald. A friend of mine said, "Your vocals are getting better."